Our piper, Mr. MacDonald, came out of the generosity of his heart on this cold night, and I'm sure out of great affection for Robbie Burns and for poetry, which lives on and flourishes in Toronto. There are so many poetry series and readings going on in Toronto, and part of that is, of course, thanks to the fact we have a splendid poet laureate, George Elliott Clarke. A great person to have at the helm. And we have with us tonight three wonderful poets. We have Ayesha, Anna, and Peter. And the first poet who's going to read for us tonight is Anna Yin. And I'm going to read very briefly straight from the text. Anna Yin won in 2005 the Ted Plantos Memorial Award and in 2010 the Marty Award. Her collection of poetry, Wings Towards Sunlight, is on the table for sale, I believe, and it was published in 2011. And without further ado, will you be reading first from Robbie Burns or from your own work? Anna will start from reading with some verse written by Robbie Burns, and then some verse written by Anna. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you, Masha. Thank you, George, to invite me for this wonderful event to celebrate the Robert Burns night. And I googled Robert Burns poem. I found this poem. Immediately I thought, this is perfect for me to read. Anna, thy charms. Okay. Anna, thy charms by Robert Burns. Anna, thy charms my bosom fire, and waste my soul with care. But how bootless to admire, when fated to despair. Yet in thy presence lovely fair, to hope may be forgiven. For sure, 'twere impierce to despair, so much in sight of heaven. I also googled Robert Burns' life and found he had a lot of affairs. So I wanted to write a poem to discuss with him. So I wrote a poem, and the title is An Impossible Love. So, An Impossible Love, a conversation with Robbie Burns. Be daring, you would plead. What is the harm in love? But this Anna isn't a red rose that you might recall. Neither a white swan by summer lake. Her heart is a loose string, barely tied on any season. Now it bleeds to its winter landscape, exposed like the snowman. Her eyes eat the sky. Her face is pale paper, so damn true. Her love is the sinking sand in deep blue. Forget another charms, the love song with spanning dreams. The June melody and the warm sun are high and higher, thousands and thousands of miles away. Her white shadow remains speechless. So I hope you enjoy Robert Burns' poem and my poems to him. Now I want to read my other poems. And before I came, I said I was very worried. As you see, I have a problem. I have a heavy accent. So some friends said, don't worry, your accent is charming. And my Chinese friend told me, no, Canadians are always too polite. But I'm Canadian too. So I choose to believe our Canadian friends. My accent is charming. So today I want to read a poem, My Accent. My accent, it It is charming, I assure you. I assure myself and choose to believe so. Languages have colors. I want to show you my tender blue. But you cut off with knife and fork, quicker than my chopstick taps. My accent grows trails, and the winding roads to West Coast landscape. It points to the open sky, yet clouds are too heavy and form raindrops. My papers collect them, then dry in silence. I have hesitated many times before I speak. Now it develops teeth. Even with gaps between, I decide this is my voice. Now I want to read a poem from my book, Winter War Sunlight. And it was published in 2011 by Mosaic Press. And gladly, it was sold out. So today I only have one copy. I wouldn't sell it. But luckily, my publisher, Mosaic Press, decided to run a second print. So in February, they will have more coming. So if you want, you can order in Amazon or in Indigo or bookstore or themselves. Today I want to read a poem. It's inspired by my son. When he was 5 years old, he asked us for pets. But we are so busy, so guess what? We bought him a golden fish. I feel sorry for my son and for the fish. So I wrote a poem, Fish in a House. Fish in a house. You named me once, then forgot. I don't blame you. What's the point of naming a fish? You dutifully feed me. I should thank you, I guess. No matter how cold the water. Now and then I worry. I outlive you. This house is another water tank. You don't have any gills. When night comes, you dream and I dream too. There, you teach me how to swim, how to live in empty. So this poem is also reflect our human being. We are so busy, we lost the connection with others. So we are like a fish and live isolated and in empty. And I also want to read another poem. And this poem, I was very glad to the League of Canadian Poets choose it for the Poets in Transit. So Poets in Transit, that project is the League chose 15 poems across Canada and put on 700 buses in 13 cities across Canada. So I'm very glad George's poem is there, my poem is there, and also Bill Bates' poems there. So I printed them. So if you go to Toronto bus, you can find our poems and other wonderful poems. And I also print them. If you want to take a look, you can take a look. So now I want to read it. And if you go to bus, check this sign so you can find it. Some bus has 3 poems together, some have 2. So, and I'm very glad to accompany with George. So now I want to read this poem. Still life, still life. A painting of fruit hangs on the wall of our living room. Morning sun seldom comes here. Moon offers a drowsy face. Awake at midnight, I find my silhouette drifting on the waiting apples. I mourn for them. No better than the succulents on a kitchen plate. Either they face a knife or wait to decay. So now I want to read my last poem from my new book. It was published in 2013 in Hating the Silence. And thank George. Thank George. Write a review for this book. Thank you. So I want to read Love Sonnet. And I know master of sonnet is George. He has a whole book for sonnet. But I seldom write a sonnet because it takes so long time for me. But I was requested by the Roger TV in Mississauga for the daytime show, the program. They want to do a program for Valentine's Day to teach how to write a love sonnet. So I wrote this one. So come and dance. Come and dance with me on the lemon trees, on a beach by the Caribbean Sea. Come and savor the damp exotic breeze and taste the sweet lilies like a honeybee. The moonlight pours from its shimmering urn. The rising wave splashes us with delight. In and out, our steps may stray, then return, refusing to take love as fleeting light. When the soft sand slips through our feet like fish, and hum a melody from a shell stream. Oh love, you shall listen to my heart's wish, the way the far waterfall joins the stream. Tides set out and set off, I offer this, for this love to tie us as one in bliss. And today the book are sold, so on sale, $15. If you go to the bookstore, it's more than $20. So, and I also prepared some gift for you. So like some of my haiku and photo. So if you buy, it's a gift for you. And also I want to thank my book editor for these two books. My book editor Terry Buck. He always supported me and helped me, and thank you. And thanks the